Okay, I'm here in the kitchen and I'm going to make Grandma apple pie by Grandma Ople. And this is my recipe. It makes one 9-inch pie. And you see, first I have the ingredients listed, and then second I have the directions for mixing all the ingredients together. The first thing that we're supposed to do is to preheat the oven to 425 degrees. Ingredients. And here we have them. These are the apples, right here. Butter. Pie crusts. I use these crusts that are already made. They come in a box like this. And if you pull them out of the box, you'll see your pie crusts. There's 2 in each one. And we'll use 2 for each pie. I'm going to make 3 pies today. This is just white sugar. And this is all-purpose flour. Flour, F-L-O-U-R. So if you'll come with me over here to the stove, I'll preheat it for you. We'll start here. Bake. 425, 425, start. Okay, so we're ready to get started. Okay, so I've started the pie, and the first thing it says to do is to, well, preheat the oven to 425. We did that. Now I'm melting the butter in a saucepan. You can see the butter melting in here. I've unwrapped the butter. It's a stick of butter. I've unwrapped it, and I'm putting it in here. And I'm taking my wooden spoon, and I'm stirring the butter, the melted butter, and I'm waiting for that all to melt. And then when that's all melted, I'm going to put some flour in with the butter. So I've already counted out 7 tablespoons of flour. I need 9. I'm tripling my recipe. It says to use 3 tablespoons of flour for 1 pie. I'm making 3 pies. So I have to use 3 times 3 tablespoons of flour. I've measured 7, and I'm going to count the last 2 out with my tablespoon. And this is waiting for the butter to finish melting. I'll show you this. This is called a vegetable peeler, and I'm using this to peel the apples. And you can see when I go like this, it takes the peel right off of the apples. So I'm going to have to peel all these apples. This will take a while. So meanwhile, let's go back. And the butter is all melted. And now I'm going to put the flour into the butter. And I'm going to stir that around until it makes a paste. So what is a paste? Well, we'll see. So I'm just finishing up peeling these apples. I have to cut them in half. I've peeled them all. And then I take the core out, putting this on top. And as you can see, the food processor makes work a lot easier. I have a whole bowl, big bowl, filled with these sliced apples. There's too many, they're not going to all fit. So now we're going to go back over here, and I want to show you that this butter and flour has become a paste. See how that's thickened up nicely? And so next, I'm going to add my water. So the recipe calls for 1/4 cup of water. I've tripled it, so this is 3/4 of a cup of water. And I'm going to pour the water into the pan. And then I'm going to add my sugars. I have the white sugar all measured out. It's a 1.5 cups. And I'm stirring the sugar into the butter and flour and water mixture. Now I'm going to take the brown sugar. Now this is really boiling. It's bubbling all over. And if I don't Okay, so here we are. I've got the crusts laid out in 3 of my different pie plates, or pie dishes, whatever you want to call them. And I have my apples here. I'm going to take my apples and put them in the different dishes so that I have an equal amount in each. I still have my over here simmering, so I have to be careful. I have to come over and stir this every now and then. This I have on low. And meanwhile, while this is simmering, we can come over here and I can show you what will be the top of the pie. This is a pizza cutter. And I'm going to use it to cut this crust that I've laid out here on the cutting board into thin slices. 1, 2. I try to make them even as possible. So now, I'm just going to show you how to do the lattice work. This is a lattice work pie. And I'm going to lay the pieces out like this, across like this over here, and this over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the lattice. So see here, I'll take these 2, lay them out like this, and then put a strip of crust here. And then I'll lay those back down and take these ones, put them up, and then lay another strip here. And then I'll take these ones, this one down, and you'll see it's making this beautiful lattice work top. And I'm going to do this for all of the pies. So in the end, okay, so this is all done here. And now I'm going to take my mixture that's been simmering and stirring this. Remember, I only want to use 1/3 of this. Each pie will have 1/3 of this. So this is for 3 pies. And I'm going to show you what I do with each pie. I will do this. And I'm going to use a ladle to do this. This is a ladle. A lot of times it's used to serve soup. I'm going to use it for this. I'll take a ladle full. I'm just going to pour it over the crust, and it's going to seep in between. It gets nice and brown. Okay, now I'm going to take this gorgeous pie, and I'm going to put it on top of a cookie tray. I've lined the cookie tray with some aluminum foil because this will bubble over and it won't get all over the oven. And I'm going to open the oven. It's been preheated to 425. And I'm putting this in the middle of the oven. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. Timer, 15 minutes, start. After 15 minutes, I lower the heat to 350. And then the pie will continue to cook for another 35 to 45 minutes. And here, fresh from the oven, are our delicious looking pies. And you will be eating these.